Good evening, everybody. Ram Park here, Peter Kemp Park. A twilight game, and we're underway. We've had just some issues getting things set up, but we're all good to go. My name is Andrew Sperling. I'll be with Dominic Hodges tonight, so welcome, Dom.
Thanks, Sperlo. It's a lovely night for baseball here at Westlake, so hopefully we're in for a good game of baseball.
You betcha. We've got two very good teams here. Henley right up the top of the ladder, West Torrens not far behind. A couple of local clubs along the seaside part of Adelaide. A lot of rivalry between these clubs as Wilson Lee. I'll just try to give you the lineup as we go here. I'll give you Henley first, Willie Lee on the mound, Jack Partington's out at centre field, Liam Bull's at third base. Willie Lee's hitting 3 and on the mound, Pat Inglis out at right field, Koki Yonezawa at shortstop. As Nick George, the lead-off for West Torrens, gets on via a walk. Adam Rose at first base, Luke Travascus at left field, Jet Clohessy behind the dish, Jordan Hodges in his, I think not his A-grade debut, but certainly in the field perhaps, at second base. Wilson, the left-hander, very experienced campaigner, change-up specialist, comes again, and two-hitter Sam McGarry for West Torrens. Nick George led off and picked a walk. Sam McGarry playing second base. Mason Clavel's on the mound for West Torrens, hitting 3. Austin Gallagher first base. Jacob Scott at third base. James McFarlane centre field. Jude Barker out at right field. Oscar Webber catching. Nico van der Linden at shortstop. That ball in the dirt and well handled by Clohessy. George has got some wheels at first base. Obviously, Willie Lee being a left-hander keeps him in check. Always a difficult running situation with the left-hand hitter, left-hand pitcher. There's Lee again, delivers. Nice pitch.
Yep, not the start you wanted for Wilson Lee, walking the lead-off hitter, but hopefully he can keep Nick George close at first base and get a ground ball right here.
Yeah. Sam McGarry, one of the real stalwarts with his brother Tom of West Torrens. Pretty decent lineup, Clavel, Gallagher, Scott. And then we go into some youngsters down the bottom there as Wilson picks off.
Yeah, West Torrens, one thing you always know, they're going to hit the ball. So we've got to do everything right in the field tonight, keep their runs to a minimum, and hopefully the Rams can put some runs on the board.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rain on the northeastern side of the state, but it's blowing around this field. This is a seaside field, so there's always a little bit of breeze, as there is again tonight, blowing out centre left field. There's Lee with a nicely located pitch, strikes out McGarry. 1 out. Two of the strong clubs of baseball here in South Australia. Henley and Grange not as old as West Torrens, and West Torrens with 20 odd premierships, 22, 23 premierships. Nice swing by Clavel. Foul ball. Lead the state in premierships, the West Torrens Eagles.
Yep, they certainly have been a power club over the years, Spells.
Through the 80s and probably late in the 70s and 80s, they were nearly unbeatable. Such a powerful team with multiple Australian players. Tim Days, Malcolm Greggs, Grant Puckett's, Andrew Scott, who's the coach of them here at the moment, as George looked like he was taking off, but he didn't, and Clavel fouled it anyway.
Yeah, I remember the days the Henley and Grange Baseball Club have only been a Division 1 club since 1980, so I remember making my Division 1 debut in 1985, and you'd come up against the Eagles, and it's a pretty frightening lineup to come up against.
Yeah, they sure were. There's Lee. And George is off, and a change-up gets him, and a beautiful throw by Clohessy, but George is quick, and he steals second.
2 out, top of the first.
Austin Gallagher, one of the more high-profile names of baseball in this state, and works for Baseball SA in our development and high performance. Big swinging lefty, a very powerful, dangerous hitter, and wow, he was right on that. Foul ball. Beautiful vision being brought to you by the Spacequake team here, who always do a great job. Tip my hat to them. They're here, there and everywhere, doing midweek games, doing the ABL. It's Lee again. George on second, 2 out. Looks, checks, delivers, up. 1-1. Small little crowd, Tuesday night twilights, not easy for everyone to get out with families and...
No, lots of teams training too on Tuesday nights with the juniors and that, so hopefully we'll build as the night progresses.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful night down here, Spurs.
Yeah, it sure is, mate. It's a hot day here in Adelaide, 36 degrees with that humidity. Normally we'll know if it starts blowing up a little bit, we might be in for some rain, but right at the moment, reasonably calm. As I said, just that sea breeze that drifts the ball to left field. As Lee from the set throws again, he got a swing up on Gallagher and he went up again. Foul ball.
2 strikes, 1 ball. I don't think he'll be getting anything over the middle of the plate right here.
After a couple of fast balls up, one might be thinking that it's going to be a change up down. We'll see. As again Lee looking at George. Delivers again and fast ball outside. 2-2. Yeah, he's a good hitter, Gallagher. Certainly can't leave the ball over the middle of the plate to him. He's a dangerous hitter.
Got an open base at first base too, Spells, so want to be going real fine right here. There it is.
He gets his man, he gets Gallagher, strikes him out looking. We complete the top of the first. We'll have a short break. We'll see you back here in a moment.
Live in the break for how do we know? I don't really have time to do it.
Welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the first here. Peter Kemp Park. What a man he was, hey? Ballpark named after the great Peter Kemp, OAM. His IM was in recognition for services to SA Baseball and particularly the Henley and Grange Baseball Club. Peter provided outstanding service for many years to the Rams and Baseball South Australia. One of his greatest achievements was coordinating and hosting the inaugural National Pee-wee competition at Henley and Grange in 1984. What a fantastic legacy for a wonderful man as Clavell. And that's in. Scott's got it and gets it across the diamond. A beautiful play. Partington's very quick.
Nice play there by Jacob Scott to get Pardo first pitch. Had a great game on the weekend. Jack Partington went 5 for 5 against Gawler with a home run. Brings to the plate Liam Bull.
Yeah, both of these teams, it's just great to see with Liam Bull, Koki Yonezawa, Luke Travaskis, Jet Clohesi, Jordan Hodges, and on the bench, Boston Hodges.
Yep.
Jay Kuzner, and for West Torrens is just talking youngsters, real youngsters, you know, Scotty's still young, McFarlane, Barker, Webber, even though Nico's a little older. It's foul ball, but on the bench for them, Bradley Marsh, Balin Thomas, Toby Cordicus, Carter Rowe. A couple of really young lineups mixed in with some old boys. I think it's a great little blend of what we're sort of seeking here. As Clavell delivers again, curveball, gets it across, 1-2.
It's very refreshing spells. Our first 8 games this season, look around Div 1 teams, it's full of youth.
Yeah, look, I know that there can be, you know, it's a contentious conversation and we can talk about it. You know, people like from our day, it was a very old competition, old hard men that played for ages and ages. And Bull rips that foul. 2-2. But I think we're in a world of opportunity and seeing in all sports the emphasis on youth development, providing opportunities as Clavell from the set delivers another good slider and got him. Beautiful pitch from Mason Clavell.
Yeah, I think we've got, I had a quick count today, we've got 12 guys in our Division 1, Division 2 squad. That started with the Rams as T-ballers, so it's really good. You invest in them as juniors, you encourage them to play charter and state, and then you look up and they're playing Division 1 and 2.
That pitch down, ball 1. Yeah, well, it's, you know, we talked about, I think this last time, Dom, you know, if you're going to, like the Rams did, you know, 10 or so years ago, and that pitch is just a little up, a little in, 2 balls. If you're going to have a big junior program, I mean, there must be this feeling that you can one day end up out here. If you're going to recruit all the time and not create opportunities for them, as Willie hits a ground ball, it's still going to be a challenge. Scott comes in and even with a boggle, gets him. Great play, Jacob Scott. So we might go through a few things, Dom, and while we're in a little break between first and second digs, 2024-25, the Rams, 7 senior teams, 4 women's teams, including a Division 1 team for the first time, coached by Matt Bartolo, who coached the inaugural women's team 6 years ago in 17-18 when Henley and Grange joined the force of getting into the women's team, women's competition. 8 junior teams and a fantastic T-ball program every Friday night for the little champs. Current Division 1 coach Willie Lee, now in his 2nd year as head coach. He took the team to the grand final last year, but wasn't quite successful in a very tight series against Sturt, and obviously looking to go one better this year. Great to see players like Adam Nix, David Forbes and Adam Rowe at the club, all assisting Wilson with the Division 1s, but also playing themselves and coaching juniors. Changes from last year. Landon Hernandez retired last year, left a huge gap, of course. You know, what a champion player Landon was, and probably still could be. Last year's import, Gio Garbella, returned to the US. Last year's import and the new import, I'm not sure where you're sitting with that at the moment, Dom.
We did get an import out. It was pre-arranged that he was going to go over to Japan for a few weeks to try out, to get himself a gig next winter after he finished here. He had a few niggling injuries, so we mutually decided that he was off to Japan, and we've got another import currently on the way. I won't say too much because it's not finalised. He's waiting for a visa, but he's a two-way guy, and we have a few others in the pipeline, so hopefully fill the import role in a couple of weeks.
Terrific. As again, we go to the top of the second, and Scott's gone deep and long. Left field. Adios, amigos. Solo shot. Jacob Scott made a couple of incredible plays and has his first at-bat and delivers a shot over left field. Got a lot of good blood in him, old Jacob Scott, and he's just been improving and improving, doing all sorts of things and playing good infield, and certainly can swing the bat. A little bit of relief pitching when needed. He smashes one over left field for the first score of the night. James McFarlane, lefty, comes in. Misses two balls.
Spurlo, just touching on Landon, I don't think I've seen a player in all of baseball SA that can pitch, catch, hit for average, hit home runs like him. He was at the Rams for 7 or 8 seasons, in Golden Grove for 3 before that, and I'll go as far as to say he's probably the best all-round baseballer that this league's ever seen.
Oh, without doubt, Dom. Without doubt. As you said, you know, we've seen some great hitters come here, great fielders. I don't think we've ever seen somebody so adept to so many parts of the game that Landon was. And add to that, just a wonderful, as McFarlane pops up and Yonezawa calls third base ball out and takes the catch. Pop fly 6. Just what a wonderful human being. And of course he's joined the police force, so we know we're in good hands with such a steady individual as Landon Hernandez patrolling the streets. So Jude Barker, right-hander, takes a hack and whiffs through. Strike 1. Just down, well taken by Barker. 1-1. Foul ball.
Yep, he's a good athlete, Jude. I remember he started his baseball, I think, up at Golden Grove, and then to East Torrens, and now at West Torrens. So grew up as a pitcher, and he's made the transition into a outfielder hitter. It's great to see.
I think he was a Gawler Rangers boy originally, but pretty close. But Lee gets his man, strikes him out. Terrific pitcher, Wilson. Lost a little bit of zip, but gained a lot of cagey and nous up there on the mound. He recognises hitters' weaknesses and he finds them. As I said, he loves that change up and gets it across. Strike 1, Oscar Weber.
It's a hard time for pitchers. They're nowhere near fully developed this time of the season either, Spurs, because I know with the Rams we've got 4 guys. We're starting to get through the rotation. Hopefully now with the twilight game starting, they can start stretching it out a bit.
Yeah, that's right. We go sort of Saturday to Saturday for the first 6 or 7 weeks. So as you said, if you've got some strong starters, they take a portion of the game, and guys are just flitting in with a couple of digs here and get their start when they're due, and as Lee gets that one over and evens the count at 2-2. 2 out. Lee delivers and Webber strikes out, and that finishes off the Eagles. Top one, but not before Scotty. It's a long ball over left field to start the scoring. We'll take a short break. We'll see you back here in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the second, Eagles leading at 1-0.
Paddy Inglis up to the plate, currently hitting 185 for the Rams. Last year was a 320 hitter.
Hitting's a funny old game, Dom. As we know, you go through some ups and downs and ins and outs, and at about March next year, you have a look and see how it all went and how you averaged. But all hitters are going to go through some ins and outs and ups and downs. Very few are able to maintain, constantly hitting and getting safe hits. It's a real battle. Clavell works from the set and delivers and hits him. So Inglis gets on, hit pitch ball.
Only game in the world, Spurs, where you're successful 3 times out of 10 and you're considered a champion. So
true. One of the few bat-ball sports where you've got a round bat and a round ball. Most bat-ball sports, a ball is met by a big flat surface. Not in this one. Find the middle of the bat is really difficult as Yonezawa comes around to bunt, takes ball 1. We've got a bit to get through, Dom, so we'll address a few things and some celebrations of the club and what's coming up. And he squares to bunt again and takes strike 1. Good pitch by Clavell, especially with the guy looking to bunt. Right on that outside edge. Painted it. 2 umpires tonight, one of the most experienced umpires in South Australia as he gets it and gets it down. Beautiful bunt, he's quick. It's been called out. Beautiful bunt by Yonezawa. Adam Rowe. Boy, he's been in, when did he come back to things? He had a bit of a hiatus there for a while, didn't he?
He's just concentrating on coaching, decided to come back last year at seniors and had a breakout year. Been in and out of the ones and twos for the last couple of years, but he hit about 5 or 6 home runs last year as well. So.
Wow. Yeah, well, I know he's doing a great job here with your kids, so very valuable club member. Pulls that foul. 0-2 the count, 1 out. Inglis on second. It's Clavel. Stares Inglis down in the dirt, fastball. 2-2. 1-2, sorry. Bradley Parkin, a new addition to the coaching group, is out in the middle there supporting Polton, and again that just flicks his shirt and he's on with a hit by pitch ball. So runners on first and second, 1 out.
Lukey Travascus up to bat. Another one of the Rams juniors that started at the club at T-ball, currently hitting .333 and playing good left field. So hats off to Luke. Stuck with it.
Absolutely. He's a fantastic example to all youngsters that might be tuning in on this about, not being the biggest boy as a youngster and probably not getting opportunities because of it, but persistence and willingness and drive, self-confidence. He's had a couple of fantastic years playing in the seniors. Here he is with an opportunity with 1 out, runners on first and second. Clavel delivers and foul ball. Again, Clavel sets, delivers, and gets Travascus. Strikeout.
Brings to the plate young Jet Clohessy, Rams catcher. Was given an opportunity to step up last year when Griff Webber left to Goodwood, and had a sensational season last year behind the plate and also with the bat.
Well, he's flown one to straight away left field. George is under it, takes the catch. That's all she wrote for West Torrens, for the Rams. Score remains West Torrens 1, Henley and Grange yet to score. So off the field, the Rams are currently celebrating their 80th year, Dom.
Correct. Our club was formed in 1945, so this year we're 80. We're going to have a function on Feb 22nd at the Lakes Hotel, a cocktail function. Hopefully tickets will be live in the next week or so those watching on the live stream, jump online and purchase your ticket. It's going to be a great night as we celebrate 80 years of Rams history. Being at the Lakes, there'll also be discount rooms available for those travelling from interstate and also down at the country. And we're expecting 250 guests for the night, so it's going to be a great night. Get in early and get your tickets.
That's awesome, Dom. You're going from strength to strength in player numbers, and associate member growth has increased, which is a great sign for the club.
Yeah, we're about to start in January. Well, I think they're down to selecting the last 2 builders, but we're about to start our $3 million redevelopment of the club rooms. So it's a little pain coming for the next 12 months, but it's going to be a great facility. Baseball facility in South Australia, a great place to watch baseball with additional change rooms and functional kitchens and bigger club rooms. Being also one of the only clubs in SA, one of the few clubs in SA with 2 main diamonds. It allows our women's comp to continue to grow and gives us training facilities for all teams. We've also got plans in the pipeline down the right field line there to build a Ram Centre of Excellence, hitting tunnels, pitching mounds, infield, just so we got training facilities 12 months of the year. So obviously it's hard training, it's hard sharing it with the footy clubs because we got nowhere to go 6 months of the year. But hopefully Charles Sturt Council will come to the party and we'll get a few grants and we can get that project up and running too.
Awesome stuff. We'll get on to your sponsors in a moment, but we're back live. Top of the third. West Torrens leading it 1-0. It was Nico van der Linden, number 9 hitter, and he swings over the top of the change-up first pitch. Lee, 1 strike. His older brother Nathan doing a lot of work with the Giants and joined the state coaching troops. There is a hit pitch ball. Third one tonight. Couple of walks by the two teams. So there's 5 free base runners on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, they come back to haunt you at the best of times, let alone on a Tuesday night where it's 7 innings or 2 hours. So
yeah.
Once again, hopefully Wilson can keep him close and get a ground ball right here.
Nick George, who led off and with a walk and stole a base. He's very quick. Interesting to see what they do here. And yeah, he was looking to bunt. So Nico, after wearing one in the leg, might slow him down a fraction and they might play some small ball here and push him to second. It's really important to get some scoreboard pressure on in twilight games as he squares to bunt and takes a strike. Especially with Sam McGarry, Mason Clavell, Austin Gallagher behind. Eagles looking to put a runner in scoring and knock him in and get another run on the board. As Lee. George shapes to bunt again, so it looks like they're going to go through with it. George not overly happy with how he executed that bunt. So now you would think it will be wiped off and he's got to get the job done with the bat.
Wouldn't be surprised here, Spells, if they go for the bunt again.
We'll see how good a coach you are, Dom. Oh, inside and takes.
That's why I'm the president, not the coach.
Oh, look, it's all possibilities been done before, but if you bunt foul with 2 strikes, you're out. So it's the only real disadvantage, but that ball's in the dirt and Clahessy sort of handles it, but it gets away from him and van der Linden gets to second. So job done by George for hanging around and having a good at-bat. He gets his job done and gets his man to second base. Now if he can knock one to the right side and push him to third, it'll be a real quality at-bat. 2-2. None out. Runner on second. Lee looks, works to the plate, inside, full count.
Good pitch there by Wilson Lee, just missed inside.
Lee again. Oh, good pitch, but misses out. So George with an excellent at-bat picks a walk. Runners on first and second, none out. This is an interesting little moment with it. I think normally with someone like Sam that perhaps they'll let him hit away, but with Clavell and Gallagher and Scott who hit a home run at his first at-bat, runners on first and second, they might look to bunt again. There's Lee, no, hit away, and he pops up. Left side and foul ball. It's where baseball becomes a little bit of a game of cat and mouse, and all different coaches have all different philosophies and beliefs. Sam's a good hitter.
I think coaches these days, Bells, tend to have a bit of belief in the hitters and let them hit away. They don't play the short game early in the game as much.
Ooh, as he squares her out.
Yeah, there you go. Scotty's probably thinking right here too. He's got to stay at the double play as well. So knock these runners around and scoring position with Clavell and Gallagher up next.
Just a little up. Good eye by McGarry. Puts himself in a pretty good count here. 2 balls, 1 strike, none out. Runners on first and second. It's a little moment right here in this game as Lee again sets, delivers, looks to bunt again, and playing a little bit of cat and mouse. Swinging away, bunting, swinging away, bunting. 2-2. Very calm down here for C. There's normally, as I said, quite a breeze, but Lee comes again and delivers that change up, and he was out in front and gets a piece of it, taps it foul. 2-2. Gee, a real credit to your ground staff here. Ground looks absolutely fantastic for a ground that's used for footy. It's normally very dug up. As Lee comes again and foul ball, so Sam hangs tough.
Yeah, as I mentioned to you earlier, Spells, we got the ground a month early this year because Smosh teams didn't go deep into finals. We're also very fortunate that we've got 5 guys that are basically a full-time grounds crew here. David Travascus, Paul Roxby, Wayne Rowe, Jim Burke, Andrew Dolman, Danny watering and working on the grounds.
Ooh, and he pulls that foul.
So it certainly helps, and that's why the ground comes up a treat when you've got a dedicated crew.
Oh, absolutely, and that crew probably been on it now for a long time, but it's really perhaps that particular crew for the last 5 or 6 years, and I think they've just learned and they've got better, and they've been willing to listen to a little bit of advice. And as I said, that infield looks as good as I've ever seen it, and there's his change up and he gets his man. Strikes out McGarry. Second punch out for the night for Sam. Not often you see both pitchers hitting 3 in the real prime hitting spot. Willie Lee for Henley and Mason Clavell for the Eagles. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Lee again. Nice pitch. Beautiful location. Outside edge, a little bit of tail on it. 0-1. Oh, he has absolutely crushed that. That's gone too. It's a 3-run jack. Mason Clavell puts the Eagles 4-0 up. Early days, but early runs are extremely important. And there's the pitcher hitting for himself. He helps himself out. Nice job. Willie's left a couple of balls up and he's paid the ultimate price.
It's also paid the price for the hit pitch ball on the walk too. So I said 80% of those free rides come back and score. So
when he goes up and in on Gallagher and he hit him. All okay with Austin. Looks like there's a little visit. Who's that cruising out there?
That's Mr. Troy Scoble, Spells.
My Lord. Where did the other half of him go?
He actually had a bit of an illness over the last couple of years. But he's actually been at Port Adelaide as a pitching coach for the last couple of years. Got a bit sick. I'm not sure if it was diabetes or whatever, and lost a few kilos and really looks after his health and his diet.
Well,
but he's been absolutely unbelievable this year for the Rams and our Arms. Sort of haven't had a dedicated pitching coach now for a number of years, so he's definitely making a difference.
Yeah, well, apologies to him. So if he has been a bit ill, but no one wishes that on anyone. So good to see him out here, and obviously a class act, previous South Australian representative, and not sure whether he played for Australia, but he certainly was a high quality pitcher in his day, Troy Scoble. As Lee misses up.
He actually pitched for the Rams in our first ever Division 1 premiership back in the mid-90s. He was a starting pitcher.
So runner on first, one out, and he misses up again.
Just getting behind in the count too much. He's got to come back into the zone with the fastball. So
hit it with a home run under his belt, and he looked to make it 2. Swings through it. 2-1. Gallagher with a very conservative lead, and again he just gets that change up, just takes a bit of speed off the pitch and unsettles the timing and rhythm of Scott. 2-2. Beautifully located pitch inside, strikes him out. So the Eagles, with a solo home shot to Jacob Scott and a 3-run bomb to Mason Clavell, have 4 runs on the board. Going to make the Rams chase. As Lee comes again, hits his spot. Strike 1. Again to the plate, right off the end of the bat. Gets it to centre field, but one of the better centre fielders in the competition, Jack Partington, out there and laps it up, and that's the end of the Eagles. They put 3 on the board. They lead this game 4-0. We move into the bottom of the 3rd. What else you got for us there, Dom? What about your sponsors? I see you've been very fortunate. You kept your long-term sponsors there and attracting some great new sponsors, specifically your new major sponsor, Adelaide Pool Glass.
Yeah, thanks to Adelaide Pool Glass for coming on board this year as our major sponsor. Thanks to Peter Watton and the father of Jack Partington, Steve Partington. Steve was actually part of our coaching staff last year, but he's having a year off to concentrate on business. And they've come on board this year, and certainly getting a major sponsor like that is dime a dozen. So support Adelaide Pool Glass. No job too big or too small. They'll do the lot. So thanks to Peter Watton and Steve Partington.
Yeah, well, we know the legal necessity for all swimming pools to have fencing. So for all your great quality pool glass products and services, please look up Adelaide Pool Glass and give them an opportunity. It's all they wish. All any real sponsor wishes is just provided the opportunity. Can't win them all, but be nice to give them a crack, and great to hear that Pardo's on board with them as well. You retain most of your existing sponsors.
Yeah, we have spells. I'll talk about that in a minute. But we've also got a heap of new guys too come on board, and multiple player sponsors. So the sponsorship budget is definitely up this season.
Now this young man, Jordan Hodges. Oh, he rips that one down the line, just foul. Your young fella. How's that to be sitting here? And I know you've been watching a fair bit of him, and he's been doing a fair bit of pitching, but also playing in the field in the twos and hitting around 500 and being given a crack at second base tonight. So he must be a proud dad. And there's a nice pitch again, got that slider working. And
yeah, one of those things where the pitching staff have, or the pitching coach have wanted him to work as a pitcher. So
here's Geordie, and he flies it, goes tough, and he gets there, and he's going to leg it to second. Good base running, good baseball by Geordie Hodges.
Yep, got a lucky one there, but so he's been pitching the first 7 or 8 weeks, coming off the bench and relieving, and he's done quite well, and a lot of that is due to the fact that Troy Scoble's worked with him, and he's played shortstop in the twos and done well, so he gets his first start in the field tonight. Brings to the plate Pardo. As I said, coming off 5 for 5 with a home run against Gawler. So hopefully for the Rams, he can keep it going right here.
Yeah, flies are causing some issues for everyone, us included, but also Pardo in the box who called time because he had one and just misses a little bit up. Clavell, ball 1. Just what the Rams needed, get a runner on, especially straight into scoring position with the meat of the lineup coming here. Partington, Bull, Lee, English, Yonezawa, and a great hack by Partington. He got out of his shoes on that one. Another good story out in the middle there, Mason Clavell, boy from Mildura that came down, was at the Bay. State representative through the juniors. There's that slider again, but just slightly up. Jumped over started to do a bit of pitching at the Bay, and then over to West Torrens he travels. Become a key member of this lineup. He's going to have to be good here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Delivers again, and nice fastball, but just misses in. 3-1. Good count for Partington, even though there is a free base, so Clavell might be going a little bit fine with him, but if he makes a mistake and there's a ball and it's got through Scott, that might score him. They're going to go. Play at the plate. Boom, boom, and he dropped the ball. Good base running. Partington, of course, the pro, took advantage and wheeled around to second. So he swaps places with Hodges.
Not an easy play to make there for Jacob Scott, but at the best as an infielder, you've got to endeavour to keep that ball in the infield and stop that run from scoring. Brings to the plate young Liam Bull. Currently hitting 296 for the Rams.
Yeah, in the ABL a few years ago when that pitch was a bit down, but called strike. And there's a good shot of the play at home and just of the impact of Hodges with the slide at the plate. Knocked the ball out of Oscar Webber's glove and safe. It's inside and it swings over the top. 0-2.
Good change up there from Clavel.
And takes strike 3, looks at it. A couple of KCs for Liam, most unlike him. He's come along so much in the last few years as a hitter and player, Liam Bull.
Yep, certainly has. Great player, great third baseman, great hitter, can hit for average and can hit for power.
Brings Willie Lee to the plate, 1 out. Oof, Pardo, but great job, good jump. Throw a bit high and he slides in safely at third, steals it. Which opens up a whole new thing. A fly ball will score him. They're playing back because they've got a decent lead or an adequate enough lead that they think. He misses outside. 1-1. So they're going to give up a run for an out here if Willie can put a ball on the ground, or sack flying, that's down. 2-1. Good little comeback, very timely little comeback here by the Rams. Trailing 4-0, bottom 3, but scored 1 with 1 out, and now we're runner on third. It's Lee, and that's up. 3-1. Very casual Tuesday night at the ballpark. As Clavel delivers up and he walks Lee.
Definitely beats sitting at home watching TV spells.
Oh, you betcha.
Clive Feebig calls time to visit the mound, have a bit of a chat to Clavel. First and third, 1 out. There's some sort of set play in place right here for the Eagles.
Yeah, and probably just a little time to just take stock, give him a little break. Geordie led off with a single to 9. Pardo hit a hard ground ball down the third baseline, which got through Scotty to score Jordan and get Pardo to second. Bully struck out, Willie Lee walked. So probably through 20 pitches in that little scenario, and just, as you said, gave him a break, but also probably set their defence up because Wilson not renowned with real speed. So it'll be interesting to see what they play out here.
Also buys some time for the Eagles to get their bullpen up and running with, looks like Joel Chapman starting to loosen up.
So 1 out, runners in the corners. Clavel delivers. Pops it up. Gary, second base, takes the catch. 2 out. And there's one again, one of the you know, moments of baseball, and you probably sit and think, you know, why first pitch, but it was there to hit, and he just didn't quite get it and popped it up. Got a fast runner at third base, and they're playing back. They're giving you a run if you can just hit a ground ball. Not now, but Yonezawa straight to Barker, and he's being 6'4" helped him because he reached over his head and took a catch. So that's the end of the Rams. They put one on the board, 4-1 ball game. We'll take a short break. We'll see you back here in a moment. All right, welcome back. Tuesday night baseball. Peter Kemp Park, home of the Rams. Currently trailing the visitor, West Torrens, 4-1. As we go to the top of the fourth. Jude Barker took a nice catch out at right field to close off a potential multiple run inning for the Rams, and he takes a pitch. A little down, but
down and outside.
Strike.
Down and outside that pitch, but Wilson gets it.
Comes again in the dirt. Got those old style uniforms on the Rams. Are you using them regularly? And that pitch was outside again and foul ball.
Well, it's not the complete old style uniform. They've gone with the white pants tonight, so we've got the old style maroon pants with the hoops, which we wear. We'll wear them in a couple of weeks for our Life Members Day.
Oh, good change up and great pitch by Lee.
Brings to the plate number 26, catcher for the Eagles, Oscar Weber.
Again, nice tailing fastball that Oscar couldn't resist to swing at. 0-1. Just sort of gets it, and it's awkward and at right field, but no problems for Inglis. Fly 9. 2 out. We're in for a little bit of stormy weather here tonight. I think we're due for some rain, so typical spring weather. Summer not far away in beautiful Adelaide. Van der Linden takes a strike inside. Rams looking for a quick inning, and again Really paints it. Good spot, down and in. 0-2. 2 out, top of the 4th. Eagles leading 4-1. Lee again, and sure there's a few old timers from around the place that are tuning in here, and that's down and in too. Evens the count. 2-2. We're tuning in and watching maybe one of their old clubs, or they've ventured around and thought, what better baseball game on a Tuesday night as Lee again winds and delivers. Gets him swinging over the top, and Van der Linden strikes out, and that's the end of the Eagles. Let's move into the bottom of the 4th. What else you got for us, Dom?
Just more sponsor spills. I'll start with MC Sports. Thanks to Grant and Ros McCarran, life members of the Henley and Grange Rams, and they've been sponsors of the club for probably 15, 20 years now. So get down to MC Sports on Port Road at Woodville there for all your baseball, softball. I think they do ballet. I think they do BMX gear. They're in everything these days. So get down and say hello. And Westlake Shore Foodland, thanks to the Zuko family, have been sponsors now for 10 years. So keep your money in SA. Don't go to Coles or Woolies. Support the local foodlands, mighty South Aussies. Semaphore Palais have come on board this year, thanks to Stephen Carpler. We had our 75th celebration there a few years ago, and our presentation night there last season. So they're a great venue there for a function. They got the ballroom. Also great for a breakfast, lunch or dinner. So thanks to the Carplots. You look around Spelsy, you don't see a lot of signage because we promote our sponsors via our social media platforms. We've got the guru, Rowena Travaskis, who's in charge of that. We from January 2024 to August 2024, we had 175,000 people look at our Facebook page, and 172,000 of those were non-followers. As well as that, on our Instagram, our content reached 45,000 people, with 32,000 people looking at reels and videos played, with 4,400 comments and shares. So great job by Rowena, and it's a great way these days to promote our businesses.
Oh, absolutely.
That sponsor the club.
Yep, social media becomes such a huge opportunity for free, really. If you've got the you've got the knowledge and the willingness and the want to put things together. I mean, Rowena and the Rams have always been a bit of a market leader in their usage of social media.
Well, I've got some interesting facts. I'll just wait for this pitch from Clavel.
Interesting facts, Dominic.
Oh, yeah, I'm all over it tonight, Spills.
Oh, mate. And straight away out there at centre field when you get an opportunity. Got your 3 Caps medalists out there, Gary Challen and Russell Dart, Landon Hernandez. Proudly displayed front and centre.
So back to that social media. Currently we're second highest amount of followers in baseball within the baseball fraternity in South Australia. And according to an independent survey done by Shunt Creatives Reporting, we top the charts nationwide in the Australian baseball community as far as social media reach. So
wow, that's amazing, mate.
If you are a business and you're watching this telecast tonight, email president at hgbc.com or sponsored it at hgbc.com, and we can tailor make a package for you.
Awesome. Adam Rowe led off, picked a walk. Another very, very important base runner for the Rams. It's Clavel. Luke Travaskis in it. Swings over the top of the low pitch. Strike 1. foul ball.
Joel Chapman starting to wind it up in the pen.
Yeah, well, Clavel's a converted pitcher, so he's not a long distance man, and as you said, still at this time of the year, most ball clubs have got plenty of pitching, so it's really just a matter of how long you stick with your starter. West Torrens at the moment with the 3-run lead can afford to be a little lenient. They're right down the bottom of the order, and Travascus pops that up to the infield. And again, Barker coming in from right field, right into second base area, but had the best view on it and called him out and did a good job. Takes a catch, pop fly. 9 as it all works out, even though it was right at second base. Clahessy. Shout out to Mum and Dad. Always been good friends of mine. Take strike 1. That sun just starting to play just that little bit of a part where it's shadow just to the front of the mound. And with the sun setting in the west, which is basically directly behind home plate. He misses outside 1-1. Seagulls chirping away in the background. What a beautiful thing it is, and a nice hack by Clahessy, but foul ball. Doing a very good job, Mason Clavel. If he could get them into the 5th, I think that would probably just about be enough for him. He 1 out. Runner at second. It's down, and nice bit of catching by the umpire. Catcher says, thank you very much. I needed that little bit of support. Neil Poulton, who's just such a wonderful figure for baseball in South Australia. Current chairman of Baseball SA, president, as well as being an umpire that's just about done it all. Been such a fantastic supporter of baseball here in South Australia. Been a sponsor with his business, Citadel, I think it is. I'm sorry if that's not correct, Neil. A high-class umpire who's ventured into steering the ship for the baseball in general. There's another walk, so maybe he might be his own worst enemy here at the moment, as Scotty is coming to the mound and going to make a change.
Boston Hodges comes in to run for Jet. Clavel had done a great job tonight. Rams only conceding 1 run and also hit the 3-run home run. So,
yeah, wonderful effort by Mason, and given a nice little round of applause from the Eagles constabulary here. Another little opportunity for you here, Dom. What else you got for us?
Oh, I'm just going to keep going with our sponsors, Spells. They're just such a vital part of our club. You know, the sponsors and the canteen are our main source of revenue. Obviously, we come under the banner of the Westlake Sports and Social Club here, so we don't keep all of our bar profits. The upside of that, I don't have to worry about people running the bar and rostering people on and running the club itself. So our sponsors I'll keep going with them. Executive Search and Recruitment, EGM. Thanks, Brett Hughes. So if you're looking for someone in an executive position, go to the website. All of our sponsors are listed there. Click on the link. It'll take you to the contact and support the Ram sponsors. Country Blinds, Curtains and Shutters. Obviously, with summer upon us, everyone needs some outdoor blinds for outdoors and indoors. Fulham Funerals. The Grant family have been a sponsor for us. We promote them. We just hope you don't have to use them. So, Guardian Insurance have come on board as a new sponsor this year. They do all sorts of insurance, from aged care insurance, construction insurance, public liability, travel. So click on the link, go to Guardian, give them a ring, get a quote. Support the sponsors that support the Rams.
Well said, Dom. And for a guy that jumped into the president role, when he jumped in and thought, I'll do this for a couple of years, and here you are, what now, into your...
This is my 8th season.
8th season. Incredible, buddy. So Joel Chapman comes on and replaces Clavel after he started the top of the 4th with a couple of walks and a pop fly. I'll throw it over to you for a sec, Dom, just while I just get you Mason's line.
Three balls, no strikes on Geordie. One out, runners on first and second. So I think he'll be taking this pitch right here.
He better, otherwise he'll get some harsh words. But Clavel did a great job. He went 4 1/3, 2 hits, 5 Ks, 3 walks, 2 hits pitch ball, 1 earned run. It's a good night on the mound. So Rams are mounting a little bit of a challenge here via 3 walks. But loaded bags. He tries a curveball and he gets it across. Partington's just become such a wonderful Division 1 player that this is a moment that I'm sure he'll be licking his lips. It's down.
Currently hitting 393 on the season. Most importantly, once he does get on base spells, he gets to first. He's almost a certainty to steal second, and third. He's just he's a run machine for the Rams.
Yeah, he's very quick. It's Chapman again, another curveball, and Partington waited and put a swing on it. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Loaded bases. Again, all infield playing back. So plenty of options opened for Partington. Chapman misses up. 2-2.
Infield back. Adam Rowe at third doesn't run well. So they still might have a go at him on a hard shot by Pardo.
Two, 1 out. Bases bulging. Chapman again. Got a ground ball. They've got a shot up the middle. It's going to score 1. And that's all it will score, but good hitting. Jack Partington, single to 8. RBI.
Yeah, Boston Hodges at second base there, just had to wait for that ball to sit down. Brings Bully to the plate.
Ooh, good lick. Foul. Well, this is a real moment for the Rams. They can sense it, they're tasting it. Chance to bounce back into this game. 0-1. Chapman. From the hip. Curveball, but just a tad up.
I think that's Marsh going in the bullpen.
Yep.
I'm not familiar. I'm not sure which one it is.
Yep, it's Bradley. It's Chapman again. Delivers. And that's a rip. It's through the hole. So another run scores. That's all. They're just doing it one at a time at the moment. Single 7. Liam Bull. Another RBI. 4-3. Right in the meat of the lineup. Wilson Lee. Such a dominant two-way guy.
Yeah, Willie's had a slow start to the season with the bat, but last couple of weeks he's starting to come good. He's still only hitting, he's hitting 260. But the Rams of our Division 1, Division 2 bats have been quiet so far this season, Spurs. It takes a while coming out of pre-season to face good live pitching. We're facing imports and quality pitching. Our team average has only been 251, so there's a lot of room for improvement, and to be sitting third.
Curveball, strike 1.
To be sitting third when we've been a bit off our best is a good thing.
Yeah, well, again, you were grand finalist last year, or you played in the grand final. So always just to have a little bit of an extra week or two off, just to go, and there's Lee, and there's a possible double play. Touches his base and flicks it across the first, double play. So that snuffs the Rams out, but they put a couple on the board. They bring it back to a 4-3 ball game as we approach the 5th. We'll have another little short break.
There you go.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got a pretty good ball game brewing here. West Torrens 4, Henley and Grange 3. Top of the 5th. Eagles have made a pitching change. Starter for the Rams is still rolling. The playing coach, Willie Lee. Hard not to see him perhaps not going the distance here. So that's a real advantage for the Rams as they can just keep settling and the Eagles are into their bullpen.
Bit of cloud cover about too, spells. Not that it's threatening to rain, but it has certainly affected the light a little bit.
Yeah, and it's very still here. It's really calmed down, so there's still a slight little bit of drifting breeze to left field, but very interesting ball game on a balmy Tuesday night here in Adelaide at Peter Kemp Park. What are your memories of Peter Kemp, Dom?
Peter Kemp was probably my mentor, Spells. He started the first original schoolboys competition, I believe, in Australia. That was back in the late 1970s. Came down to Star of the Sea, and there was a little convent in Henley run by the nuns. Rounded up 10 guys and got 6 or 7 schools in the area going. And we played down there on the corner of Trimmer Parade and Military Road on Saturday mornings.
It's inside on a full count. Picks a walk. Nick George, third walk for the night for the speedy left fielder. Already stolen a bag. A real chance to do it again, even though we got a left-hander on the mound. He's a good base runner, Nick, and with a lefty in the box. Helps him a little bit, but he hits the front of the plate and it jumps over the top. Wild pitch, so he doesn't have to worry about stealing. He's gifted a bag. Again, with the heart of the lineup here for the Eagles, they'll be really looking to try to get some insurance runs. Light is just dimming a little, still okay, but getting to that, that precarious little time. A lot of cloud cover, so it's just vision is not 100%. There's Lee. Just clips that outside edge. 2 balls, 1 strike, none out. Runner in scoring position at second. 1 run ball game. Eagles leading. And he taps one just in front. Good enough to move George. And Willie Lee jumps off the mound and makes an out. One out. Clavell started the game for the Eagles. Struck out at his first at-bat and hit a 3-run jack at his second. Runner on third. Infield now playing in for the Rams. Or certainly the right side is. Yonezawa's certainly in a little closer than he'd normally be, and Bull is playing back. And Klahesi again just becomes such a wonderful young catcher for the Rams. You've got to be good to get one through Jet. Even though he's quite a tall lad, he's 6'3", 6'4", perhaps he's really grown and not the usual type catcher. There's a good change up and he immediately gets back 1-1. He's a very experienced character. He knew what he would have thrown to him last time and he'll try to avoid throwing that to him again as he delivers. And he flies one deep, foul, right field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. These are the real moments in sport, especially Obviously the game we're watching, he gets a change up and he dribbles one down the third base line. Foul ball.
Don't think after his last at bat he'll be getting a fastball here, Spells. So will he be looking at some sort of breaking ball or painting his fastball outside?
Definitely, and he's not, you know, with due respect, he's not the quickest runner, so they can afford to not feed him. Ooh, he did throw one down the guts. Fastball challenged him and he foul ball. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Surely a change up. That's why the left side's playing back a little bit. Where he's in with another fastball and he's really competing. He's valuing his at-bat, Mason Clavel. He knows how important this is for him. He's got a good hitter behind him, but he's up and he's running. 3-run jack. He's feeling it. He wants to knock this running as Lee from the set delivers. Oh, he did. Fed him a fastball and he's decent arm from out there. Pat Inglis. But job done. Sack fly. Mason Clavel pads the lead for the Eagles. What are you thinking about that, Coach?
Well, good all-round baseball there. It was a good job by Mason Clavel to hit a deep fly ball to score that run, and a good throw by Paddy too. He's been a bit sore this season, so yeah, at the end of the day wasn't much in it. Wilson Lee's done. I think it's going to bring Jack Partington into the game.
Gee, that's an interesting move, Dom.
Surprisingly, Pardo is a good pitcher. We haven't had to use him much over the last few years, but he came in last Tuesday night in a crucial. We were playing Northern Districts last week in a tight game of baseball, and he came in and did the job.
Yeah, well, he's a very fit, agile guy, and certainly throwing from the left, so there's no difference with regards to the side that the Eagles will be seeing the pitching coming from, but 5-3, they make a pitching change. Chance for you to keep going. Who else you got? What else you got for
our
us?
sponsors, we've got Prescriptive Therapy, which is it's a physiotherapy clinic run by Nick Kluser. It's actually run from his house at West Lakes. Obviously not having to pay rent or staff. Nick was a former physio for the Crows, the Adelaide Crows, for 10 seasons. So he's branched out on his own. And because he hasn't got those overheads, his rates are the cheapest in Adelaide. So Prescriptive Therapy, get online, click the link, and make your appointment to see Nick. He will certainly fix you up. This year we've had Discovery Parks at Semaphore. Come on board, the caravan park on the beachfront. If you're looking for somewhere to go for your holidays, don't go to Victor, don't go to the Riverland. Go to Semaphore, we've got the best beach in the world down there. Pools, karts, playgrounds, bouncing pillows, adults only section. Living colour, when next time you go to Bunnings, see those lovely petunias. Once again, support Living Colour. They're a nursery based out of Virginia, thanks to Ashley Burns. So keep the money in SA, look after the sponsors, and we're all winners.
Great stuff. Who does a lot of your sponsorship here at the club, Dom?
Myself, and I've got a few helpers out there. Tim Newman, he's our sponsorship guy. A lot of people that have got their own businesses reach out to their bosses, neighbours, friends, and as I said, with that social media exposure, sponsors are happy to pay $500 or $1,000 for us to promote their businesses through our social media platforms. Just missed that, Gallagher.
Right back on the fence out there.
On the right on the 360 sign. So Boston Hodges takes that catch. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles leading 5-3. I'll keep going with the sponsor spells. What do you reckon?
I reckon, mate. I'm sorry to have a little. I'm just doing a little line on Willie here, so keep on rolling, please, mate.
So this year, also one of our new sponsors is Rinnai. Thanks to Brad Flood for all your heating, cooling, and hot water needs. Buy Rinnai. Click on the link once again. Harcourt Shepherd. Thanks to Monica Furness. Current promotion at the moment. If you refer a friend or someone that ends up using Harcourt Shepherd, you get a $500 Visa card just in time for Christmas. Bortec are also a major sponsor, thanks to Adam and Alina Rowe. X-Golf at West Lakes, looking for something to do on a Friday, Saturday night or a Sunday? Get down there. To the Mosaic Hotel upstairs, there's X-Golf West Lakes, so you can get in there, have a few ales, get the girls involved and have a great afternoon out and about.
Fantastic. How's this for a line on Willie Lee? So 2 hits, because they were both homers, a single and a 3-run shot, 9 Ks, 3 walks, 2 hit pitch ball, 5 earned runs. As Chapman continues for the Eagles. A 5-3 ball game. As I said, the light is slowly fading.
That's foul down the right field line.
Hope you're enjoying things here on a beautiful Tuesday night in Adelaide. Got a good ball game going, 5-3. Always a lot to be as breaking pitch, and Inglis was right around it. 2-2. Hit by pitch ball, pop fly 4. Shortens up a little bit on a 2-2 count, gets a breaking pitch and strikes out. Always a lot of discussions about twilight games. I mean, the philosophy is, more games, but most of these guys are working class men and they have to rush from work to get here, warm up, get ready and perform. And there's a knock. Koki Yonezawa. Single to 9.
You're right, Spells, but I'm sure they'd rather play a game of baseball than have another night at training. So I wouldn't want to be in Gawler's shoes last Tuesday night, where Gawler had to travel to Southern Districts to play a twilight game. So I don't think anyone from the Rams or Eagles are complaining about tonight.
No, and there's such beautiful conditions. So Boston Hodges has come in the game for Wilson Lee, I would think.
That's right. He's gone to centre field and Pardo's on the hill, so he replaces Wilson Lee in the lineup. Ooh.
Another one of your youngsters. Your brother's boy.
My cousin's boy.
Your cousin's boy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bozzie's a T-baller, obviously son of Graham, my cousin, so stuck with it. He's also a good footballer for Port Districts, and been playing good B-grade baseball this year against Sturt, second or third round. He got 2 or 3 hits off Kai Hampton, so his future's bright at the Rams.
Yeah. Well, it's a good swing, but he's popped it up. Oh, it might have been a catch and carry, but I think it was just in foul territory, or out of play. Sorry.
It was. And Neil Polton doing a great job to get over to that line.
Another good bit of vision there from the space quake, and wow, just. Again, Chapman. Fastball, curveball. Type pitcher. Big boy. Big family, the Chapmans. All baseballers. Spread around the state. And there's that breaking pitch and ground ball. And Van der Linden of the Nico variety, 6-3. Two out. As Lukey Travascus hits a fly 8. And that's the end of the Rams. Score remains at 5-3. We push to the top of the 6th. See you back here in a second. All right, as the light dims here at Peter Kemp Ballpark at West Lakes, home of the Rams, we're into the top of the 6th. Scotty tries to think about a running bunt to get things moving, but takes a strike. Eagles 5, Rams 3. Partington delivers lefty. Ground ball. There's Hodges. First place of the night. 4-3. Yeah, what an interesting old line for Willie Lee, hey? Only 2 hits, but they were both long balls. Single shot and a 3-run bomb. 9 Ks, 3 walks, a couple of hit pitch ball, which doesn't help. 5 free Base runners, 5 earned runs. McFarlane swings through a fast ball from Partington. 0-1. Still quiet. There's a nice little slider, but slightly up. 1-1. Partington been doing much pitching, Dom?
Well, as I said earlier, Spells, he pitched last week. He threw, I think he threw 3 on Tuesday night, but we haven't had to use him a lot.
Yeah, Geordie Gross, your starter on Saturdays, who's a, generally a long distance guy.
Yeah, so
ground ball. Hodges is going to get another crack at it and sits down. And
we had Geordie Gross, Geordie Hodges, Wilson Lee. Obviously, we had our import, which he threw 2 or 3 innings for the 3 weeks he was here. So, yeah. But as you know, Spells, you got these twilight games to get through, and you also come February, come March when it's finals, best out of 3. So you need every arm cranking.
Yeah, wins before Christmas are extremely important for all teams.
Tom McGarry in the lineup.
He replaces Barker. Tom, who's gone into real estate, which is a pretty demanding job, especially on weekends with opens and that sort of thing. So
I think he's had a bit of an injured arm for the last couple of seasons too, Spells.
Has he?
I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely thought last season he struggled a bit with a bit of an injury. That's why young Oscar Webber gets his chance.
It's Partington again delivers. It's up the middle. It's going to sneak through, but Yonezawa is quick. Oh, and he ended up hesitating and throwing it away, but there's the catcher doing his job, backing up first. Balin Thomas will run for McGarry. With that little leg guard on, looks like he's got a limp up, but so the Eagles get a runner on as Webber comes to the dish, and another nice slider slash curveball. Strike 1. You can feel a bit of coolness in that breeze, so the change is coming through even though the wind is still fairly quiet. 1-1 the count, 2 out. Another big hack from Webber that swings through. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, good pitch, but a little up. 2-2. Another good family of baseballers, the Webbers with Father Burt, but he takes that one and he strikes out. Eagles don't add on, but they still lead this game 5-3. Might be your last chance, Dom. What else? Anything else from your baseball
just
club?
Once again, thanks to Stephen Mulligan for the $3 million grant. All the people at the Westlake Sports and Social Club who have worked on the plans and the redevelopment. Really much appreciated. City of Charles Sturt, always supporting us and backing us with discretionary water allowances and helping us out wherever they can. To Greg Peak Machinery and Maintenance, obviously running a club, home run fences, hitting cages, dugouts. We're also always in need to upgrade our infrastructure. So thanks to Greg Peak for helping us out with all of our maintenance. And just thanks to all the sponsors, thanks to all of our player sponsors. We've got too many of them to mention tonight, but thanks to the committee and just everyone at the club. It's just a real pleasure being president at the moment. The seniors, the juniors, the women's, just everything going really well, and really happy. So hopefully we can keep it going and finish the season with a couple of premierships, including that long-awaited Division 1 premiership, and we'll see how we go.
Yeah, well, really great stuff and fantastic effort by you too, Dom. I know you've been battling away with a little bit with your health, but you're such a soulful individual and you bring so much to this baseball club. So a little tip of the hat to you, my great man, as well.
Cheers, Swells.
So Bradley Marsh takes over from Joel Chapman on the mound, looking to finish things off for the Eagles. The way this light is looking, that I would suggest that this might be the last bit of play we have tonight. Eagles leading it 5-3. Bradley, who's quite a reasonably tall boy, 6'2", 6'3", towering over his catcher Oscar Weber. He goes out to him and just gets on the same page. A couple of good friends having a chat at the plate. Jet and Oscar, who played a lot of charter baseball together and a bit of state ball. So bottom of the sixth, Eagles leading at 5-3. Marsh delivers and straight on song with the fastball strike. See, it looks like daylight on the screen, but it's actually picked up a little bit as I get my lightometer out. And slider misses. 1-1. Misses in again. 2-1. One thing about Jet Clohessy, he has always had a very, very keen eye. He knows his strike zone to millimetres. He has a big lick at that. 2-2.
Yep, he was also a great cricketer growing up, so obviously he knew where his stumps were. And a couple of years, thank God, he chose to go to baseball full time.
And he fends that one off, stays alive. 2-2. Again, Marsh from the set delivers another slider, but misses in. Fills it up. Three balls, two strikes. Oh, he gets his man. Geordie Hodges. Couple of sisters, both outstanding basketballers. Oh, nice lick, Geordie. Foul. Older sister, Chloe, at college in America at the moment, doing some terrific things, and Coco playing local basketball here and following in the footsteps and doing great things too. And strikes, another strike. 0-2. Be proud of them, Dominic. Your two girls.
Yep, sure am, Spurs.
As Bradley Marsh delivers again. Hodges fouls it off.
Yeah, Chloe just started a senior year at Drexel College in Philadelphia and got voted as captain, so they've just started all their non-conference games, getting ready for December when the conference series starts, so she's doing well.
Marsh again. Misses outside. 1-2. Your wonderful wife, Beck, going well?
Yep, she's a trooper, working hard, keeping the family together.
Oh, and there's Hodges. Gone deep, long. Solo jack. Jordan Hodges right down the left field line. An excellent effort by Nick George, who probably hurt himself. It was right in the corner and he's probably grazed that arm. But wow, what a wonderful job. Geordie Hodges. Homer.
Must have been that tutorial I gave him at 5 p.m.
Well, you showed me your a text message there, Dad. I've left my cleats at home in the garage.
I did. I got that at 20 to 6. I was on my way to the ball game and get the text message. Left my cleats at home, so backtrack. Had to bite my tongue. So yeah. Anyway, 5-4.
Still alive.
6 dig. Lights dimming.
Well, that has certainly kept it alive and brought it back to the top to Jack Partington, who could well and truly do the same. So Bradley Marsh has got a bit of a challenge on his hands now. Partington ball. Just making Bradley throw a strike. Just 2 pitches. Weren't far off, just a tad up. As he works from the hip. Delivers. Foul ball. Two and one out. Bottom 6, 5-4 ball game. In dimming light. As again, Marsh works from the set. Misses down. He's really having to throw strikes. He's not being given anything from a first-class umpire. 3-1, and probably the last thing that the Eagles want is to let this guy get on because he's got blistering speed. As Marsh again delivers. Oh, he's gone reasonably long and deep and brought the centre fielder in, takes the catch. 2 out. Good night for Pardo, 5-3. Can't even read my own writing. Single 5, single 8, fly out. So 2 for 4 for the night, and it looks as if there will be another pitching change. Or will there?
I think he's ready to go, Spells. I don't know who it is, but he's at the gate waiting to get the call up.
We're going to drag it out.
Is it Cooper Marsh? I don't know.
No, it's not Cooper. Cooper's not on the team sheet, so only guy I can think it is Jared Large, I would think.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're right.
He gets the job to get the final out and seal it for the Eagles, who lead this ball game 5-4, bottom 6.
Probably a bit of a ploy by Andrew Scott. He's been around a long time too, causing a bit of time delay to get to the 8 p.m. time slot, so Neil Potman can call game. So definitely had a bit on that first pitch. Did Large.
I'm sure Nixie would have said to Neil, boy, hang on, light. Allowing this type of guy to come out here who's got a bit of pepper on it. What are you thinking?
Good.
Got young Davey Forbes boy here who's looking, and a real baseball avid baseballer, young fella going through the grades. Great to see the youth having so much input into this.
He was on the Brownlow medal too, Spells.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, the Crows guy that won the Crows ruckman that won the award for giving back to the community. Right, what's his name? He visited Fulham Gardens, and Oscar was on the Brownlow medal night. There he got his photo and everything.
Fantastic. Who was that that won
the ruckman? Is it Riley?
Oh yeah, Riley O'Brien.
That's it.
Big Rob, who's such a wonderful character. Tell you what, he's an intelligent man. He's
studying medicine, isn't he?
Studying medicine, and even the real difficult aspects of medicine. As they have a quick scan to the Henley bench, and they've got their rally caps on. They're trying everything. They need one run to tie this ball game up. Bottom 6, 2 out. Liam Bull is Large. Up and out. Ball 1. Boy, it's a difficult time. It really has. This will be it. Little slider, took something off and tried to get that slider across, but missed. 2-0. Bull. Large to Bull. Delivers again.
Misses outside.
3-0.
Be nice to be able to flick the lights on and play a game, finish the game of baseball, wouldn't it, Spurs?
Wouldn't it? And he sits there and takes a strike on a 3-0 count. 3-1. Still a lot riding on this pitch. Large misses down and puts him on. Ball 4. So after what looked like that the Eagles might just coast their way home, they strike Clahessy out. Geordie Hodges hits a jack. Big long ball straight down the left field line. Pulls it back to a 1-1 ball game. Partington flew out. Ball walks. So we've got 2 out. Runner on. 1-run ball game. And Willie wild pitch. Advances ball to second. Puts him in scoring position. What a great game it is. Boy, you look at the screen now and it looks like it is a real twilight game. We're right at the end. It's large. Again, and Lee has absolutely crushed it. Wow. See you later. Home run. 2-run score. Ball game. Henley and Grange Rams. Wow.
Maybe the light ain't too bad at all.
Wow, what a fantastic game of twilight baseball. Henley and Grange take the prize in the bottom of the 6th in dimming light with a 2-run bomb to Willie Lee, the coach, the captain, the game changer. Fantastic stuff. 2 wonderful clubs who have had some real ball games in the past years. They take the prize here, the Rams. We'll wind this one up. What a fantastic stuff. Thank you to the Spacequake team.
Thanks to Spurs too for coming along and helping us tonight, Spurlo.
Pleasure, buddy.
Did a great job in the finals last year, and we love having you along to help us out on these twilight games. So David Travascus will fix you up with a bottle of Grange and a meal, and we'll see you back at the next Spacequake telecast.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you to Spacequake. Great job by the boys again. Awesome stuff. We'll wind things up here. Say au revoir. 6-5 ball game, Henley and Grange's way. Thanks for joining us. See you later.